morning. We'd like to call the Keystone Heights Heritage Commission to order. It is Tuesday, February 17th at 6 p.m. We welcome everyone that's in the audience today and anyone viewing at home. Roll call.
Jen Samsel.
Present.
Kat Glenn.
Present.
Chairwoman Deirdre Murphy.
Here.
Co-chairwoman Kim Willis.
Here.
Helen Hersey.
Here.
Thank you.
Let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from January 20th Heritage Commission. Has everyone had an opportunity to read it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as written.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes are good. Any public comments? Speak now.
I didn't fill out a form, so I guess I can't speak.
No.
Is that wrong?
It doesn't apply
I'm
here.
just trying to be retrained, and I'm just glad to be here.
Okay. Okay, old business, state marker, I have not had a chance to work on that, and I probably will not until after Chautauqua. So we will leave it on the agenda under old business, but I just haven't be able to get to it till Chautauqua, after Chautauqua. The nameplates are in position, and we thank you, Wendy, for getting those all together.
Yes,
Phenomenal.
phenomenal, I'm so excited.
Under new business, a workshop update. Last week we had a workshop on the fourth grade Heritage Commission fourth grade field trip where we teach the fourth grade students about the history of Keystone Heights and their community. And so just want to go through a few of the things from that itinerary so that we can be ready for that event, which is Thursday, April 23rd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. As described earlier, the Heritage Commission continues to foster its mission of education and preservation by hosting the fourth graders of Keystone Heights on a field trip to learn about the history of Keystone. And we've decided that during the workshop, we really just kind of came together and got everybody on the same page as far as what the exact location of all of the different stations were, and then who would be working at each station. And we came to, we decided that the first station, which would be in the pavilion, Kim will be reading the story of Andy, the whooping crane, to the students because they really enjoyed that last year. And then Janice Getzman will be handling the moon tree. I'm sorry, the station number 2 is City Hall. The mayor is going to talk about civics and the council and how that all works, so the students have an understanding of a little bit about what goes on in government. And Helen is going to be working in that capacity and helping the students there. And then Station 3, which is the moon tree, that'll be the history of the tree and its importance. Number 4 will be over in the nature park, the historic Keystone Inn, and the history of that. And I'm going to provide the history of the inn to Kat, and she's going to talk about the preservation and what we need for each of the stations. And then number 5, Fort 11. I have reached out to John's, is it Zeiss? I never get his name.
Caesar.
Cesar?
Caesar.
Caesar.
Caesar. And he is just waiting to see if he can get, his,
Canon.
no, this is in the middle of the day for most people that are working. And so we're just waiting to see if he can get, the day off from
Okay.
his employer, as well as John Selva, who used to be on the Heritage Commission. And the two of them worked really well together doing that. And so we're trying to get the both of them to do it again. They both said yes. It's just that they have to see if they can get the day off. And then the stations will be about 30 minutes each, allowing for transition between each station. Then the students return back to the beach at about 11:30, 11:45. They'll have bag lunches provided by the school for them. And then I'm just urging all the Heritage Commission members if we could go back over to the beach, kind of leave your post, go back over to the beach, and then just introduce yourselves and say thank you to the parents, the students, and the teachers that really kind of make this all work. And just kind of mingle with them because, it's important that they understand that we really appreciate their effort because it really takes more than just the teachers. It's those parents that really help out. And so then the goodie bags, we're gonna put those together, of course, ahead of time. Kim and Kat are going to be dropping those off at the school
Okay.
after the event. And they know where to go at that point. So, right now we're gonna order more of the Andy Whipping Cream books, more white bags, wooden coins, the Keystone Heights pencils, arrowheads, the 6-panel that you see here, that Kat, that Jen is working on, doing this, so that we can put this into the bags so that the parents, when they go through the bags, understand a little bit more about the Heritage Commission that this event is being put on by. And so that if they ever wanted to come to a meeting or learn more about the history of Keystone, they themselves would have some information as to when we meet and what we're all about and why we do these events. So, once we have all the bags, and I'm sure Wendy, you'll keep us informed about that.
I've ordered the bags. I have written permission to do Andy's Whipping Cream publications. And I've ordered all of the keys and the arrowheads and the different things. So they should be in here at the end of the week,
Okay,
first of next week.
okay. And then we were just thinking we would get together some, even after a meeting,
Okay.
and put them together, or everybody takes some home, and we'll just figure out how
I'll
to
let you know when everything's completed.
Okay,
Got it here.
all right, thank you so much.
You're
Wendy.
welcome.
We did talk about water for the students, I jumped around. We're also gonna invite Clay County Commissioner Betsy Condon, as well as send a formal email out to the City Council, Keystone Heights City Council, so that everyone is aware of when this event is taking place, if they wanna be here for the council portion of the event. In one of our other roles as directors for the Friends of Keystone Heights, Kim has suggested that the Friends group pay for the water for the Heritage Commission, so we got that taken care of. So we will provide water from Friends. We'll also get the names of all the teachers and their cell phone numbers, and then every one of the every one of the commission members on Heritage will have all the teachers' phone numbers should there be an issue or we need to get a hold of somebody right away. The Keystone Heights Heritage Commission banner will be placed on the park fence. And let's see. I'm gonna pick up the Historic Inn in Bosser from the Welcome Center. However, it is being used now every year by hundreds of students. So I'm thinking that we should order like 2 pretty decent embossers. They can't be something that's plastic that's gonna fall apart really quickly, because we're gonna have some real testing of its endurance. So is that something that I can just order online, or is that something you need to order because,
Either way,
okay,
if you can show me what it is.
I can show you what it is.
PDF of what the
Right, I'll
stamp
do
is,
that.
I can do it.
They were running about, for the ones that looked like they had, you know, they could hold up, were about $49. So, I think at some other meeting we did talk about, we voted on it, that we should order one.
Okay.
So I
Just
don't
one
think
or
we need to
two?
vote again.
2?
That way, I mean, one of the things I've noticed, because we've done the 4th grade field trip now, like 4 times, I think, is it 4 times now? Or is this the 4th year?
This will be the fourth.
Okay, so when you have all these kids coming through, it's really much easier if you have them in 2 lines so that they can do the embossing. It makes it go a lot faster, and I think it'll make it a lot easier.
What are they embossing?
Oh, good question. So the original seal for the Keystone Heights Inn, which is that station, we have the original seal.
Okay.
And so I had the kids, each student, do on a piece of paper,
Okay.
they would do the embossing, and so it had the raised letters, and it would say the Keystone Heights Inn and when it was established.
Okay.
And then I had crayons, and they would rub on it, and it would make it, you know, appear, you know, a little bit. They would be a little more legible, right?
Nice.
They loved it. They're 9,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, crayons. So, yeah, they love that. They all take them home, and yeah,
Nice.
it's
Okay.
great. So, I just felt like, gee, we're really using one of our artifacts that are important. Like, it's pretty,
Yeah.
I mean, it is, like, I mean, it looks like it's
100 years
solid
old.
metal,
Yeah.
but, you know, it looks like it's 100 years old, because it is, but, you know, we should probably not have the students at this point using it. And I'll take it out and have it there and show it to them.
And they can use the replications.
Right, well, actually, Kat will.
Yeah, we can have like in a plastic case or
Yeah,
something.
maybe we can put something together,
Yeah,
like we
kind
could
of
put it in something, but, anyway, I'm going to also send an email, to the city manager, or maybe that would be you, Wendy, the, office manager, to see if we can get the sidewalks and the gazebo power washed prior to the event.
I think that would also include Bo.
Just send me an email before you
Oh,
go get it
Send it to
done.
me and them.
Okay, I will do that. And then we just need the leaves all blown off the sidewalks at the pavilion and the nature trails that we have. And, let's see here. We need someone who can work the sound system, for, oh, I guess Nina's not doing the presentation.
She's not doing it
anymore.
here?
She's gonna do it here.
Okay.
But she's just gonna do a short, kind of letting all the kids know about the stations and kind of tell them what the program is for the day.
Okay.
And she'll be doing that over at the pavilion.
Okay. So we need sound in the pavilion.
Right, yeah, and I think it was pretty easy to.
It
hook up.
was pretty easy, but it needs to be done,
Yeah,
you know.
cause I have to hook my laptop up
Right.
to the monitor above.
We'll figure it out. I cannot say that I can do that, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. And then we do need, volunteers to be crossing guards.
I was gonna ask, did we do the, so they should have like some nice little vest on and like a hat, maybe, and a flag.
I have a flag.
You have a flag?
I have safety vests.
I
Okay,
also have them from the garden club.
Yeah,
They clean the road.
I've got probably 4 or 5
How many
in my
do you
office
need?
that I keep.
I think just 2 crossing.
Joni already has her personal one, and I have one I
Okay.
could use. But thank you, though.
Yes, ma'am.
So are
A
you
hat?
our official volunteers?
I think so. Who else?
looking
Why,
that
thank
way.
you.
It's looking that way.
I just love this spirit of cooperation. And then, I have asked Jen if she can just be our photographer throughout the day, being cognizant of the fact that the kids are there and they really can't be photographed and put on Facebook. But we can get pictures of them from behind, where they just see their back, the top of their heads, whether it's over at the park while they're watching John's presentation, or whether they're in the pavilion or here.
Okay.
And so she's aware of that, and as our, official reporter, so she's gonna do, FaceTime and all of that at live.
Okay.
So that'll be really different for this year. I think it's gonna be great.
I think it's gonna be good exposure.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really good exposure.
Yeah.
So, and then we do have a map that everyone has of where we're going. So that was kind of part of our workshop. And then, all of the other items in there, I'll just work with you, Wendy, to make sure that we have everything else there in place. And then the Chautauqua and Pop-Up Museum, we had a workshop on that, and we have some real good news there. So, Kim, the thing with the Chautauqua is that this year, of course, it's our second annual, and we are really gonna be focusing on marketing and advertising so that we gotta get the word out a lot earlier than we did the previous year. And then we're just gonna kind of cross our fingers that we have better weather, which we think we may, considering it's now in May versus March. Jen is gonna work on redesigning the posters as well as the 6-panel. And Kat is gonna work on Facebook, and creating, ads on Facebook for the, Chautauqua event. We're gonna upload the Chautauqua event to the city website as well as the city's Facebook page and Play Today.
We can also put it and send it to the Historical Society of Clay County.
Right.
They'll
Right,
put
Good
it out
idea.
there for us.
good idea.
Don't have a Facebook page.
Mhm.
Instagram,
Mhm.
so.
And they're the ones that did the roundtable that I
Oh,
went
okay.
to, so that was good. And then, let's see. We thought about reaching out to the Women's Club, Rotary, Kiwanis, Friends of Keystone, so that everybody knows about what Chautauqua is and why we're doing it. We're gonna put an ad into the Telegraph and share groups to, Nina and Brandon, Ludwig, who is also on the city council, because he really knows how to navigate Facebook to send it out to friends in other groups and then share them, and it multiplies itself apparently. So the operations is the pavilion's already reserved, the sound system, Drew is gonna help us with over there. We did talk about renting a tent or having some other covering for over at the pavilion, but I think we really need to get together with Jamie on that, beside our budget. And then, of course, we need to send an email to, Jamie as well as you, Wendy, so that all the artifacts get moved over to the pavilion from the various locations. Drew said she would order the food trucks, The Chautauqua banner will be placed on the park, and the Heritage Commission banner will be at the entrance to the beach. And I think we have one other banner that we can actually put at our table, which will have a table there with, all the information about Heritage Commission and these informational 6 panels. And then, we also need volunteers for that event as well. And I know, Joni, you won't be able to speak
Oh,
here for that.
I can do a setup, but I'll
Okay.
be gone,
You'll be gone.
yeah, that weekend.
So the key components of Chautauqua is really getting the speakers, the artists, the round table, and the music. And so right now, I have, let's see, we have 6 speakers who have agreed to do the Chautauqua. Tom Parham, we don't have dates for them or slots. So we don't know exactly what time yet or what day, whether it's Saturday or Sunday. But Tom Parham, he's gonna do a talk on Fort 11. Christine Arnold is gonna talk about the Chautauqua event itself. Carrie Morford is gonna do the spiritual on Sunday morning. I'm gonna do a talk on the history of Keystone. Rhonda Heiser is gonna talk about Bellamy Road. And William Dexbender is gonna talk about Buddy's Landing, the Balmoral Hotel, and the steamboats from Waldo through, because it's still part of this whole area. And then from a music standpoint, Kim, do you wanna talk about the music setup
We need
for
to vote.
Saturday?
Yeah, so do we need to vote on?
We'll need to
that?
vote on the
Okay.
music because there's gonna be a charge for that, but not for these other things.
So Saturday from, we're like 1 to 3,
Okay,
we have a potential acoustic duo that wants to charge us $250, which is pretty good. Just
Okay.
kind of sit out and play for like 2 hours.
I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, so
So
it'll be Saturday.
we would need to vote on, the fee for $250 out of our budget. Someone needs to make a motion on
Someone needs to
that.
make a motion, someone
Okay.
needs to second
You
it.
wanna make a motion?
So I make a motion that we approve $250 for the acoustic duo on Saturday, May 2nd.
I second.
All in favor? Aye. Great.
For the record, it's Bob and Brian's acoustic duo.
Brian.
Bob
Bob and
and
Brian,
Brian.
acoustic duo.
Okay. And on that note, it took a while to get to the right people, but we do have the Gainesville Orchestra for Sunday. Yeah, oh wow, it's right, and apparently they have a group which is similar to the Friends of Keystone Heights that will kick in for their event when, there's not enough money in our budget to hire someone like that. Now, they will have a scaled down band, but it's still gonna be, they're gonna have sax and horns and everything. And they also said they would charge us only $250, which is like amazing. So if somebody would like to make a motion,
I make a motion, so.
I don't know what their official name is,
Oh,
but,
okay, for the band, for $250.
A second the motion.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so that's a total of $500 for, music for the Chautauqua event. I think it'll be well worth the money, considering we do have a good budget, for, the year. But we need to use the money, obviously. But this event really, I think, needs to take Keystone to a whole different level as far as, the potential that the city has for putting on, something that's, very different than just fireworks or a parade. That this is a, more of an intellectual
Cultural.
thing. It's it's a little bit more of an alternative, where you have speakers coming in to talk about various things, all history related, but they don't have to be. You know, they could be about many other subjects, history as well as, you know, the arts, and it could be about horticulture, it could be about, you know, really anything, because that was, back in the day, those were the types of speakers that they were bringing in for Chautauqua. Another piece of the Chautauqua experience was artists, and I have 2 contacts, both of which they said that they would then contact artists in turn to come out and be painting what they call plein air painting, which means like live painting, and they would also be selling their artwork at the same time. And so a lot of this is going to be happening simultaneously. So you'll have the music playing and some speakers inside the pavilion giving their lectures, and outside we'll have artists and we'll have food trucks. So there'll be a lot of things going on.
And the pop-up museum.
And of course the pop-up museum. And then the last thing, and probably my favorite, is the roundtable discussion that we have with some of the senior folks in Keystone Heights, and giving them an opportunity to just talk really kind of off the cuff about their experiences growing up in Keystone. And Helen is going to head up that whole event. I love that. So Helen will find the people. So, and that really, it seems like it's far away, but it's not that far, because May 2nd and 3rd will be upon us before we know it. But we've got a big chunk of this already in place, so I feel a lot more confident now than I did a month ago. Okay. And then, was there any update on the actual, not the 6-panel, not these, but creating a brochure, like a poster?
That was the map one that you showed me, it has a map and then the buildings.
Is that in here?
No, that I haven't done yet.
Oh.
Because it was just nothing else but the map of the buildings. So
Okay.
we're gonna update that. when we
Okay.
get it.
Okay, all right, so you'll send that to me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, any member comments?
I think just the advertising, when do you wanna start with the Bradford Telegraph? Is it gonna go to all three newspapers? It's gonna go to Lake Region, Bradford, and the Union?
Is that the circular that it will go to like every household?
Yes. They have four, one of them goes to every household.
That's what
and
we
then
need.
The other ones go be in the grocery stores and stuff like that, so.
I think the ones that go to every household is the one that we get more bang for our buck, because that way we feel like everybody has an opportunity to see it, whether you went to the store and picked up a paper.
And then we'll have digital ads, they'll go on the TV screen, they'll be on Facebook and
Right.
website.
I think we need to maybe run it twice.
Okay.
Perhaps now, and then maybe, do you know what the date would be in April for it to go on that circular?
No, I'll have to go find out.
Okay, but I think we should run it in April, whatever that circulation date is. What are your thoughts?
I think April's definitely
Yeah.
April.
Okay, and then maybe
And if we can
instead,
do something sooner,
yes, Bob?
So if you're looking to get it posted that week, we try to have it in by Tuesday by lunchtime, because they circulate Thursday, I believe, is that correct?
Yeah.
They circulate Thursday, so the very latest we can ever have an advertisement is Tuesday by lunchtime.
Okay,
So
Alright.
if we get it in Monday or the week before, even better,
okay,
but Tuesday lunchtime is usually our cutoff, and they usually work really well with it. They never really give me much of a problem, because we're always coming in under the wire, but
right,
yeah, Tuesday by lunchtime, to have it circulated by Thursday.
okay. What's your thoughts? Okay, so we all agree that April, we should get one out, but what are your thoughts? Do you think we should, just, do, Facebook ads and then run the circular in April, or do the circular, in March and April?
Can we do flyers and pass out flyers and maybe
That's what
do
we're
a
gonna
save
do
the
with the
date?
posters, with
Like a save the date and stick that on
Mhm.
Facebook as soon as we can.
Right, well, that should be done as soon as you have that one.
It's
And then-
pretty
and
then-
expensive, right, to run it each time in
Yeah.
that paper?
I'm thinking just maybe the one time
Mhm.
for the paper in April.
I
What's
agree.
your thoughts?
I agree.
And then
And then the
everything
rest
else
do
can
it
be
on
Facebook
Facebook,
and
social media,
and
posters
posters.
and social media.
Yeah.
So then we've covered kind of all of the areas, It'll be on the marquee, it'll be on the Keystone Facebook page, it'll be on all of our Facebook pages. Like I said, I'll reach out to Brandon and Nina and have them super amp it up or whatever they do. And then we'll have, and then we'll just do the regular circular paper in April. Okay. And then how much will that be, Jen, do you know?
I'm not sure, I'll find out.
Okay, so should we do, like a half a page ad?
I don't know. what the
How much is the half page
report-
ad for running for friends?
$5.95.
Okay, that's $5.95, ooh, that's a lot.
It's a quarter page.
What about a quarter page?
Quarter page is $3.95.
Bo, do you know?
Actually,
What
half a
the
page is
price
$5.50.
So we
We're doing
we
it different.
typically run like in the advertisement section, so we don't do like a half page. Advertising is very expensive.
We're
Yeah.
doing legal notices
Very
and
expensive.
stuff like that, so.
I'll find out from them on Friday.
Okay.
2 column, 4.75.
I don't wanna wait till our next meeting though to get a jump, to get that solidified.
Maybe you could set a not to exceed amount of, based on your budget. You
Okay,
could set a not to exceed amount of, we wanna advertise it at this point, we're gonna agree to not to exceed 500, whatever the dollar amount is, not to exceed that amount. And then depending on whether it's a half page, quarter page, or whatever, that way at least you get something going on it.
okay,
So
what,
I moved that we set a budget of no more than $500.
I agree.
I'll second that one.
I'll agree, all in favor?
I
Okay. You guys have it? Alright, anyone else have any comments?
I had one, for the Chautauqua, are we still looking for speakers? Do we have a number of how many we need?
We have, 3 speakers right now for each day. So if
Okay.
we divide them up,
Okay,
we could always have another speaker, but they would have to not be in the pavilion then. Because we also have the round table in there. So then that's really more like 4 speakers, and the round table does take a little bit longer, more time than just a regular speaker. But we can also ask the speaker to keep their lecture at, 15 minutes or 20 minutes and allow time for the change of speakers and people that might not want to hear one speaker, but they definitely want to hear maybe something on, say, Bellamy Road, right? So, yeah, we do you have an idea?
no, I just want, well, I have one, yeah, but, didn't wanna present it to them unless we absolutely needed a speaker.
I don't think we need a speaker
Okay.
at this point. I think we're good.
Okay.
The real thing we need now is to really focus on is the artists. So I'm gonna work on that.
And didn't we talk at the workshop about maybe Luke?
Oh, yes, Luke, I gotta reach out to him too.
I mean, because that represents the mural.
Right, and I thought that if we asked Luke to just do a talk on what it was like to work on the mural and what his design process was and how he takes an idea or a concept and then puts it on a 40-foot wall. And I thought that would be a really interesting, and it would add a different element from then just the historic pieces, yeah. Okay, anything else, Ken?
Do we need another, do we need to set another workshop to do the bags maybe, and then maybe another, maybe Saturday or something to go tag stuff.
We will need, a Saturday to tag things to move, that we're gonna move for the Chautauqua, absolutely. And then maybe, we can do to make this simple, because everybody I understand does have a job and they're working. Maybe I can just, call you, Wendy, let me know when all of the materials are in. And Kim, you can find time, then we'll just come over here, grab it, we can always take it home, split it in half, take it home and do it.
Okay. And then, but I think we need to get a Saturday. on
Yes,
the
we need
calendar,
a
if at all
Saturday.
possible.
Yes, because we're not gonna go there in the dark to the storage shed.
No.
That's creepy. So, yeah, let's do a Saturday.
So right now,
It's creepy, isn't it?
right now, March 7 works for me really well.
Okay, let's see. And you know, this is one of those workshops where you don't have to, not everybody really has to be there for that. We're sort of in a much better place since we did the inventory of knowing where things are. And so that we can go in and just kind of mark them off, and we'll identify them so that, Public Works will be able to go in and pick up what we need easily.
So we could do March 7th or April 11th, those are two really good days.
March 7th, I'll be in Tennessee.
We're gonna do April 11th.
Let's see, March 7th, I don't see any reason why not. Let's make it like 2 hours at the most. Oh wait, that's next week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like 2?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. How can it be March?
No, it's 2 weeks, it's 2 weeks,
It's
it's
2
2 weeks,
weeks.
but
Okay.
Helen's not gonna be here
Okay,
later, so April 11th, I could do April 11th.
sure, April 11 work for everybody?
Unfortunately, I'm stuck with events for the 7th and the 11th.
Okay,
What was the busy season?
Well, we need enough people to go over there and just tag, so.
right, it's not
I
gonna
can
take.
you make it on the 11th, so that's 4 of us.
Okay, okay.
Do you mind missing one?
Okay, why don't we do it on the 11th then?
Alright, you gonna do 9? Or
Do
10?
y'all want
10
outside
10
help?
o'clock, 10 a.m.?
Do you want
Yes.
outside help on that?
Yes, if.
Because
you
I have
want
a
to.
couple neighbors that can help and stuff like that, but I don't want to get too many people if you want help.
Okay, that would be great.
For the 11th.
April 11th.
What's the time?
10 to 12.
10 to 12, okay.
Okay.
Just need to get back to
Anything else?
I just have a comment. Our next meeting is March 17th. That is St. Patrick's Day. Are we okay meeting that day?
Are we all wearing green?
I guess we need to wear green. March 17th.
Green beer.
Are you gonna be here, Wendy?
Do you have plans?
No.
Okay.
I just wanna make sure we were
Okay.
aware it's
Yeah.
a holiday.
Yes, it is.
No,
a holiday. No, I think it'll be fine.
Okay. Then we're good.
Okay. All right, meeting adjourned.
Thank you.